Okay, cool. It's just like an approximate timer.
That's okay.
So like,
you know what? Go
no,
for
because
it.
like, look, if I get to like 10 minutes and I'm already done, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, but like that's what the timer's for.
Yeah, that's why I put it there.
Well, why'd you put it
What do you mean why did I put it there?
there? I brought a book of poetry, Ali.
Amazing, amazing. Well, I've bought my own book of notes.
Yeah.
Are you like trying to one-up me?
There's a lot of notes in this book, Ali. Look,
You know what I
let's
should
show that
do?
to the camera. Look at the camera. Look at the notes in this book.
They probably can't see it that well.
That doesn't matter. Weapons training. Now this one's got racial slurs. I'm not going to say.
Doesn't. Did
Yeah.
you want to read those parts out loud?
So it's not really slurs.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't want to read it over. This is not the poem I wanted to share with you, Ali.
Okay, that's great. Alright, before everything, welcome to the podcast, Anton.
Thank you.
I guess we'll shake our hands on that, like
Yeah,
true
yeah.
businessmen.
I'd like to acknowledge my sponsors, the Elite Athlete Program at Sydney University.
That's great. I'm glad we got that in there as quickly as we could. Well, this is... I don't know if you've watched the 0th episode yet.
I thought it's better to go in completely blind.
Yeah? What were you expecting?
I had no expectations.
Okay. That's good. That's good. I just realized that we're going to have to run the intro scene at some point. So I'm just going to say to the camera, welcome to Ali's Life in Progress, episode 1, with Anton.
That's me.
And we're back. How are you, Anton?
I'm well, Ali. How are you?
I'm doing amazing, man. I'm doing amazing. How's your commute here?
Yeah, it was one of those things you have to do in life.
Yeah, anything more to add?
I'm just trying to find the poem I wanted to share with you, Ali.
No, that's a later. That's later. I'll prompt you when the time is for that.
Fine.
I'm sorry. Did you want to read your poem? You can read your poem.
No, I'm not going to read. You're going to have to read it to yourself.
I have to read it to myself. This is going to give it to me and I have to read it.
Yeah. How much did you think this was going to go?
I presume you were going to read... Don't worry. I give up. Okay. Alright. So, in case I was going to go blank, in case I go blank, I have written a bunch of notes. Just in case.
Sorry, I thought you were going to continue speaking.
No, I really don't really have much flow in this podcast. As like, if you saw the 0th episode, you would have
I've gone
noticed.
in completely blind.
That's good. That's good. All right. Well, Anton.
Ali.
I've known Anton for how many years has it been?
Was it chess in year 10 that we first met?
Chess in year 10. Yeah.
So
How was your time?
5 plus 3 is 8.
5 years since school, and then two years.
11, 12, 10. So, okay, 7 years.
Okay, 3. Okay, sure. Well, 8 years. I was chess back in school. Do you remember much about me in chess?
You in particular? No.
No? Who did you remember in chess?
Selwyn.
Quite an unforgettable character.
Yeah, you could say that. Selwyn, Matt Chen.
Yes.
You don't know who Matt Chen is, probably.
No, I know who he is.
I was good friends with Matt Chen.
You were good friends with him?
Why does that surprise you?
Look, I don't know if at some point Matt Chen stumbles upon this episode, so that doesn't
I'd say
surprise
that's
me.
pretty unlikely.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think that's pretty unlikely. But just in case, like, yeah, fair enough.
Shout out Matt Chen. Peace and love, brother.
Continue, like, who else did you know? Well, it was mainly the CAS people, right? You used to just jump in.
Yeah.
I remember you used to just walk in.
Yeah, and abuse people.
Just walk in, just go, classic blunder. Mate in 8. It's like, bro, okay. Do you remember, what was that competition that I went in? There was one competition.
JCL?
That one, yeah, the junior chess league. When we went to like, dude, we went to the Sydney boys one. I didn't know people did this. They were writing down their moves as they were playing it.
Yeah.
Did you guys do that?
I didn't do that, no.
Did Selwyn? Selwyn would have done that.
I don't know.
100% he
I
would have,
didn't really
right?
speak to Selwyn. He didn't like me very much.
Okay. Did most of your opponents write moves down?
No.
No? Because, I had, throughout the comp, there were, 3 teams that,
You
had
probably
people
played
writing.
against tryhards, though.
Didn't you guys have tryouts? You played in CAS, man. I swear that's, the center of
Yeah,
tryouts.
but, you kind of get to the point there where, people they know they're good enough. There's an expectation of the level you have to be at to get to CAS.
No, but then how would they... Do people in CAS study their games after?
I never studied my games. I just rolled in. Whatever I felt like doing, I did.
That's so valid. Because I think the reason why you write it down... the reason why you write it down is to study it after, right?
Well, that seems pretty reasonable.
Why else would they write it down? Is it just intimidate? That's a good intimidation method.
It's not.
That's what they'll do.
No, but if you watch professional chess, right? They still write their games down, even though every move is recorded online. I'm sure you would have watched Gukesh versus Ding.
No, I didn't.
That was the World Championship fight last year.
I watched
Gukesh is
Nepo
India.
versus
Would have been Gukesh.
No, it wasn't Gukesh. I watched the previous one.
Oh, Nepo versus Carlson. Or Ding. It must have been Ding.
Yeah, Ding. I saw that game.
Yeah, Ding looked really depressed this year, so it was kind of.
Well,
sad.
Nepo was really depressed that year because he didn't win it.
Nah, Ding looked depressed during the whole time. That looked like he was about to kill himself.
Nepo was he stood up and then he felt like he was gone.
I wasn't a fan of Nepo.
You're still not a fan of Nepo?
No.
Who are you a fan of in the
I
chess
like
world?
Carlson. Ivan.
Yeah, but he's out, right? He's pretty much.
Nah, he's just unhappy with the way the chess governing body, the FIDE, are running things. He's standing up for what he believes.
Oh,
in.
that's right. Yeah. I looked down at my notes and I realized, you know how I said, how was your commute here? I had a story about my commute, but I just ignored it and just went on.
Oh, do you want to tell the story for the audience?
So you know who I saw on my commute here? I was driving in, so I drove to Redfern, and then I took the train here, and I walked here. And on my way, I saw
Nikola Vasic.
one of my IGA customers
Oh, never mind.
on the road crossing the road. Do you want to know what I did?
I think you're gonna tell me regardless.
I was turning right onto this road, and they were crossing, and they were halfway through, and I stopped in the middle of the road, rolled down my window and waved at them, and then I got beat by the back car, and she recognized me.
Did she
She
wave
said my
back?
name. She waved back. She was like, "Oh, it's Ollie."
That's very
It
sweet.
was so sweet, man. It was so sweet.
I spoke with Louis this week, your former IGA co-worker,
Did you?
and I said hello to my third favourite former IGA employee.
What about Oscar?
I don't speak to Oscar very often.
Ooh.
I forgot Oscar worked at IGA, to be fair.
He was the original one that worked there.
Yeah, but
He
I don't
worked
see
there for
Oscar very
8
often.
years,
Yeah,
and then I joined in a year and a half or 2 years ago.
Yeah, but regardless, I forgot about him at the time.
Fair enough.
And then that was it. That was the extent of our conversation.
That's great. That's great.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, so that was what I was meant to say before we started going into chess and school.
Cool. You know what? We can carry on.
But anyways, so then we had chess in school, and then we had a bit of a gap in year 12 and first year. Or first year.
you
In year
could say
12,
that.
that was weird JCO. Did I see you in JCO? Do you remember my intimidation strategies in chess, in my comps?
To an extent, yes.
Yeah, okay. Then you wouldn't know me in year 12. Then in first year, what'd you do in first year? What were you doing in first year uni? Where were you?
I was doing engineering.
Like, who did you like talk to?
People from engineering. Well, no one really, because we were online the whole time.
Oh, we were. Oh, I met Daniel Borg online. That was really funny. We would like dip in and out of frame, in the middle of our lectures with our cameras on, and we'd like challenge each other on like things to do
Who did
in
I hang
frame.
out with a lot in first year? Oh, Ethan Brow. I hung out a lot with him first year.
Oh, that's right. He was here. He was doing. Did he do psych here?
He did like a semester, yeah.
And then he went America, right?
Then he went to the United States of
Off he
America.
went. Off he went.
No, he's who I went for a run with yesterday.
He's here.
Yeah.
I thought he was still in America.
It's Christmas.
Yeah.
That's why he came back.
It's Christmas indeed.
It's Christmas in America. And Christmas in Australia. You know, calendars, they're like that.
Yeah, that'll come in handy later, actually.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah, calendars work that way. Yeah, and then second year. What happened in second year?
I met James in maths, I think.
You did meet James in maths, and then you joined us in the physics hub.
Yeah.
Do you remember much about the physics hub?
It's a very unforgettable place, I'd say.
Yeah, why?
Well, you know, there are just things about it that are hard to forget.
Do you remember? Do you remember the characters of physics hub?
I remember the
Do you remember the
characters.
skipping guy that James has a vendetta against?
The skipping guy?
The guy that skips up and down. More power to him, by the way.
No, I don't know that guy. Not
You don't remember him?
I know the weird
No,
guy who
remember
always
that
like...
one time that James was like fuming, and then he came up to us. Are you trying to ruin the sound quality?
No.
Just blowing at the mic for the sake of it?
I just want to make that shape with my mouth.
Okay. Fair enough. The guy that
It's okay.
Thank you. Thank you. The guy that remember he took a photo of James's work on the board.
that
and he,
guy.
Like, yeah, that guy.
Yeah, no, that guy annoys me.
He annoys you.
Yeah.
Why does he annoy you?
He looks physically incapacitated.
Incapacitated. What is it?
Just
Incapacitated.
another vibe he gives off.
Don't like the vibes he gives. What vibes does he give?
I think it's pretty clear.
I don't know. I don't know what vibes he gives.
Well, sometimes it's better to live in mystery than to find out the truth. It's like Schrodinger's cat, you know?
You know, it's also great that my phone screen has turned off, so we're not gonna know the time.
You've got to watch. What time is it?
It is 3:30
Thanks,
p.m.
Mr. Wolf.
How's that game work?
I have no idea.
Because you used to say the time, right? And then, like, turn around, and then something would happen, and then...
What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
Oh, I think I remember it. Is it where you say, like, whether it's, like, 3 o'clock, that means you can only take 3 steps?
I don't know. I don't remember playing it.
I played it a lot in primary school.
That explains a lot about you.
Why? What does it explain?
I think it fits into the picture in my mind of you as a person.
What is the picture of me as a person? You're being very evasive right now.
I don't think we have time to get into that.
Do we have plenty of time?
No, we don't have
There's
enough
not
time.
much on here.
No, we'll carry on. Maybe if we have time at the end.
This isn't a strict plan. I'm not like... Nothing that I've really said is like necessarily coming from this.
Look, I'm running the show here. Let's move on.
Okay, you're ready. Go on. You run the show.
What's the next topic, Ali?
Yeah, so second year we had physics hub at Enjo.
Yeah, we did.
And then how do you think you've developed as a person from meeting us?
I don't know. I think that's a question you could better answer.
What changed since?
I think it's a question you could, because you knew me in school, right? And then you knew me afterwards, so you can compare the change better.
Well, in school, I just knew you as a guy that just comes around, says some like just bullies for like some random reason, for like not bullies, like teasers for like
No, bullies.
You know, every time you do that, that mic goes like all the way to the.
Sorry. To the audience. My apologies.
Wait, is this mic like really turned up? Alright, anyways. In school, I remember you to like come up to us, say how bad anyone is at chess, or like just specifically when we were playing chess games, no matter the environment, whether it was in the library or whether it was in like the DT rooms,
Yeah.
you would just come up to us.
What?
Why are you stroking your non-existent beard?
Well, I just wanted to give it, like, you know.
And you used to tease us, right?
Yeah.
And then in first year, I actually talked to you like a normal human for once.
Yeah. That's true. We did.
And I think you've opened up, but you've rotted at the same time because of us. Like you've become brain rot.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah. You're a bad influence on me.
If I had to like explain like how you've changed over the last few years, how do you think I've changed in the last few years? Do you think I've changed?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Have I changed since like second year? How?
Yes, you have changed. Well, I think the person you are has changed quite a lot. I think the way you view the world has shifted.
How did I view the world in second year?
Well, it's obviously a strong like religious angle, and that's kind of like disappeared. Like you've always been a very critical thinker, but now you kind of approach things. And before, I think like a lot of your morals were like defined by the Quran and Muhammad. And now I think you went through a phase where you didn't really have any morals. And like, well, not like they were kind of
I
like,
remember that everything's a preference arc. Do you remember that?
Yeah, like everything was kind of in flux, right? And now
I can't wait for other people to watch this and be like, well, what are they doing? All of this is unintelligible. Like,
I just muted the microphone. I could just watch.
that's why I'm keeping an eye on the bar going up, because I'm like, he's gonna tap it at some point. I'm gonna have to know when he does it.
But like, now you've kind of like developed your own code of morals. You know, before you were like a banana, then you became an orange, and now you're an apple.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
Well, they're all fruits, but they're different types of fruit.
Is there any meaning to the individual fruits, or did you just name random fruits?
I like apples. That's why I said apples at the end.
So do you like me better now?
I think I know you better now. I don't know if that means I like you better now. Like, I think I like you better now because I know you better. I don't know if that's correlated with the shifts, you know, the banana, orange, apple shift. The boa.
The boa.
You know, like the snake.
The snake.
Boa constrictor.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't know what a boa constrictor is?
No.
Do you know anything about animals at all?
No. Not really.
Well, boa constrictor, right? It's one of the snakes that's not a... They don't use poison to kill their enemies. They just strangle them to death. Hence the constrictor part of the name.
Okay. I knew that exists. I just didn't know the terminology for it.
I know, well, that's why I'm telling you.
No, you were just like really like on the attack for me not knowing what it was.
Well, I was surprised, you know. I had a lot more faith in you as a human being.
What do you... Okay. Anyways, how did you find engineering school?
Next question.
How did you find Jacaranda?
These are terrible prompts.
They're not on there. I'm just trying to get a rile out of you. How was life before I was in it, Anton?
It's much more stressful, you know. You relax me.
I relax you.
I've said it to you before.
You've said this to me far too many times.
Alright, then I don't want to say anything else.
Well, so was your childhood stressful? And then I arrived, and then...
I think I've relaxed as a human being over my life.
Really? So do you think it was like a
Yes.
build-up? I'm taking interest in what you're saying, and you're making fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm just speaking from the heart.
Thank you for being considerate of the camera frame.
Oh, I forgot about that. Sorry.
Oh no, you just... That's your namaste.
Namaste.
Yeah, there it is.
To the people. Oh, I'm back out of the frame. Okay.
You done?
No, go on.
Yeah, so apparently you don't want to talk about your university experience.
Oh, we can talk
Are
about
you
it.
happy you're done with it?
I'm happy I'm done with university, yes.
How is life now after uni?
It's very stress-free.
Very stressful.
Oh, it's less stress in my life.
What do you do with your life now?
Not much. Just
Anything?
relax. I went for a run yesterday, Ali.
How far did you run?
About 7 k's.
Do you like running, or did you
No,
just...
no. I went for a run with Ethan Brown.
Oh, yes.
I told you this. But
Does
he's
he
a
still
lot,
run a lot? Does he, like, run, like, for his, like, uni and stuff?
he's a lot fitter than I am. I was dying, Ali. I was dying.
I die on every one of my runs, man.
Yeah, but you're unfit. I was dying. I ran up a hill and I was so tired. Oh. But you know what? I fought through the pain.
I'm, like, getting mildly concerned that every time you slam at the table, it goes off the charts in red.
It can't be that loud. Look at that.
Alright, don't spam it, bro. Imagine you're, like, breaking people's ears at this point.
Well, they can turn the volume down. They know how to use a laptop.
They can turn the volume up.
Yeah, you know,
you
maybe
think
they want to
about
have
that?
bleeding eardrums.
Do you know much about the anatomy of an ear?
No.
Don't worry then. It's all good. How's your past year been? What's the year in reflection? I asked you to prepare this, actually.
Did you?
The year in reflection.
It's been good.
Reflect upon your year.
I've had a good year. I mean,
Like,
it's been
explain
fun.
what's happened from, like, what's changed from the beginning of the year to now.
I've
like,
finished
what's-
university.
Is that all you want to say about it?
That was kind of the big thing. I was just doing my thesis the whole year. And I
Oh,
think
you
now that
did?
I'm done, I've spent more time with my friends, which is good. I'm happy with that.
Have you spent more time with your friends, like, during these holidays than when you were...
Yeah, because last holidays I was at Jacaranda.
No, but, like, we had lunches with James and stuff. I swear I've, like, barely, like, interacted with anyone these holidays. Compared to how I normally do.
You're a strange cat, though.
How so?
Well, you're very extroverted. You know, you feel comfort. You need people to be yourself.
Yeah, but I had, like, a week, like, just then, like, I had a week where I just, like, stayed home.
Yeah, and all you told me was you slept at like 4 a.m. in the morning and woke up at like 10 p.m.
No, I woke up this morning at 6 a.m.
Exactly, because you knew you were going to see someone. You
No,
were
I slept at
revitalized.
9 p.m.
You were revitalized.
I
as a
actually,
human
like,
being.
I've, like, yeah, the timing was good today.
That's good. Sorry, just making sure the masses are happy.
The masses are happy.
You gotta please the people.
Which people?
Just the people.
Are you in a position where you need to focus on the people?
Well, I like to please the people, you know?
What do you do in your daily life to please the people?
Well, that's for the people to know.
Am I one of the people?
What do I do in my daily life that pleases you, Ali?
We talk a lot on the phone.
Does that please you?
Yeah.
Then I please the people. Quid pro quo.
That's great. That's great. I'm glad we got so much conversation out of your university and school experience in the 3 sentences you've said about it.
Well, there's not really much to say, you know.
What is
Everyone
there a
knows
lot to
how
say
I
about it?
feel. I don't know. It's your podcast, man.
Look, I thought there would be stuff to say. I thought you would want to, like, recount some stories or, like...
I don't really have any stories, though, you know? Like,
You don't have any stories.
I feel like I've told all of them.
You've told all of them. Like, within the span of these past, like, 20 minutes.
No, but across my life, I don't want to repeat things too much. Then you become stale.
No, but
And
that's the
stale
point of
bread
like
isn't
being
nice.
like, nothing's been like, nothing's there.
But people know, they know the facts.
It's a blank slate.
You know, the real ones know the truth.
Do I know the truth?
You have to ask.
Anton, give me the truth.
Next question.
This is starting to remind me of What Did Jack Do?
I did enjoy that movie, actually. That's one of my favourites.
Did you know? You know how James is in Europe, right? Mel.
Hi, James.
Yes, hello, James. James will be mentioned a lot during this podcast. But Mel was walking in London with them, and she saw on one of the theatres David Lynch's name and mentioned What Did Jack Do? Again on front of George and James. It made my day. James told me about this morning or yesterday night. This morning, actually, when I was preparing. There's inputs from James to be put in the podcast as well.
That's wonderful.
Let me just check.
Sorry, guys. The man has to do his thing.
Well, the timer turned off, so I don't know how many minutes I've been talking.
You can open your phone up and it'll keep showing you.
Yeah, but it was open and then it just closed.
Open your phone now.
Yeah.
And the timer's going.
Yeah, we're at 26 minutes.
Damn, we haven't said anything at all.
Yeah, imagine when we actually start talking.
That's the point of the podcast. You're meant to guide it into that kind of
Well,
area.
I tried to give you stuff to talk about. But it hasn't really hit anything in you, so... Did you prepare a fable?
I did prepare a fable. Yeah, sure.
Did you want to talk about that? I think you would be able to talk about that for a while.
I have no idea. But it's not really a fable, to be fair, right? It's a story.
It's a story. Is there any, like, further background to this that you want to give?
Not really. Like, it's all kind of in the story. There's a lot of contextual knowledge people need to know, but I think people would know it. So picture this, right?
Oh, you got it memorized?
Of course I got it memorized. You can watch the video if you want. But,
The video?
Well, it's from a TV show.
Oh, it's from a TV show, okay.
Yeah. So picture this, right? I don't know when this is actually. I'm going to assume it's the early 1980s.
The early 1980s, okay.
Michael Jordan, the basketball player, goes to his coach, right, in high school.
Your like hand tapping's probably making more noise than your actual voice.
Well,
just be careful with that.
Goes to his basketball coach and says something to like the effect of, I want to be the best basketball player ever.
Okay.
That's
a very normal thing for a basketball player to say,
determined,
right?
but yeah.
Okay.
So they go to training. He's just kind of doing his stuff, right? He's not really getting any better. He's getting better, Michael Jordan, but he's not like the best, right?
Yep.
And so the coach calls him in and goes, Mike. It's not exactly how the story goes down, but we'll get to the fable part at the end, right?
Okay.
Goes to the coach and goes, the coach goes to Mike, and says, Mike, I don't think you're working hard enough. You're not improving your game. You're not trying to develop it as hard enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan, right, goes back and goes, hey, I'm working as hard as everyone else. I'm putting in the same hours on the court, blah, blah, blah. The coach goes, oh, excuse me. I thought you said you just wanted to be the best basketball player of all time. And then Mike Jordan goes, I'm going to show you. And then he does become the best basketball player of all time. Do you want to know the moral of that story?
I'm so confused with what just happened at that last part. Wait, so he's training?
Yeah. He's training.
And
do you want me to tell you the moral, or do you want to try to guess the moral?
I'll try to guess the moral.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious, but yeah.
Wait, so he's like, so wait, you're gonna have to repeat some of this stuff.
You know what? Go for it.
He goes up to his coach and then he says, "I want to be the best player of all time," right?
Yeah.
And then he's like training and stuff, and then he doesn't improve that much. And then he goes back to his coach and then says,
the coach goes up to him and says, "You're not training hard enough."
And then what does he say past that?
And then Michael Jordan says, "Well, I'm working as hard as anybody else." Yeah? And the coach says, "Excuse me, I thought you said you wanted to be the best basketball player of all time."
Is this like a literal moral? Like, there's no like figurative moral in this story? It's just a literal moral?
It's kind of figurative.
Is it just that you have like different standards as a like regular player and a like person that wants to be the best? So you shouldn't compare yourself to
the point
like
is,
other
right,
players?
if you want to be the best, right, you can't work as hard as everyone else. You've got to work harder.
You've got to
than
have like
everyone
different
else.
bars, right?
If you want to be the best, you got to push yourself the hardest.
Uh-huh.
And I always liked that story.
Yeah. How has that story affected your life?
It hasn't really. It didn't really change anything. But I just liked it. It's a good... Like, it was something that I already, like, believed in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I go to AFL and stuff, right, I know that I work harder than a lot of the other people there. And that's why I get better than them.
Do you want to be the best AFL player in the world?
That would be nice, but it's an unreasonable goal. So I just want to keep getting better.
Okay. Interesting. Thank you for sharing your fable.
I'm very glad to share it.
I'm glad.
Now, I heard you have a fable to share.
I don't have a fable to share.
Okay, well, I made it up. Tell me a fable.
A fable? Do I even have a fable? Do I even know any fables?
Do you even prepare for this podcast at all?
I did.
It doesn't look like it.
What do you mean it doesn't look like it? There's notes right there.
We're like 40 minutes in and we've said nothing of value.
What is look, everything that I'm trying to like give to you haven't said anything about.
Well, what do you want me to talk about?
I don't know what you want to talk about, so like I don't know how to like prompt you properly. I actually don't know. I'm like at a loss, and I had a like really strong feeling this would happen. You know, I went through like in preparation for this, I went through 3 different versions of things to say, but scrapped each one of them because I was like, I'm not gonna get anything from this.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be myself.
I didn't know what to land on. So
I'm
then I
trying to
decided
be
on the way here,
myself, Ollie.
I'm gonna pretty much just not have a plan and just see where this goes because like I don't know how like prompting would go.
Okay. I just want our viewers to enjoy this. Shout out to, who am I going to pick this time? Finn Dawson.
If Finn ends up watching this, yeah, shout out to Finn Dawson. That's great. Yeah, that was a great fable. Thanks for sharing that. Do you have your piece of media, the assignment that I gave you?
I do. It's a poem.
It's a poem. Because I've got a piece of media as well.
Sometimes Gladness, Bruce Dorr. You know, I stole this book from Trinity Grammar School.
You stole this book from Trinity?
Well, I got told I could keep it, so I didn't really steal it.
Did I steal a book from Trinity?
Ali, I want you to read this poem.
You want me to read it?
You can read it out loud to the...
Do you think I have a better reading voice than you?
I just don't want to read it out loud.
Ahem.
Ahem.
Homo suburbanus.
Suburbiensis.
Apologies. For Craig McGregor. Do you know who Craig McGregor is?
That's not a relevant part of the poem.
Okay.
That's the title.
One constant in a world of variables. A man alone in the evening in his patch of vegetables. And all the things he takes down with him there. Where the easement runs along the back fence and the air smells of tomato vines, and the hoarse, rasping tendrils of pumpkin flourish clumsy whips and their foliage sprawls. I'm not reading this all, am I?
No. You got me to read it.
Over the compost box, poisoning rampant upon the palings. He stands there, lost in a green confusion, smelling the smoke of somebody's rubbish. Burning. Oh wait, what's that a continuing sentence? Smelling the smoke of somebody's rubbish burning. Hearing vaguely the clatter of a dish in a sink that could be his. Hearing a dog, a kid, a far whisper of traffic, and offering up instead. Not much, but as much as any man can offer. Time, pain, love, hate, age, war, death, laughter, fever. I don't know what I just read.
So just
Can
here,
you
give me the book.
explain any word in this?
So
like,
let's right. Since Ali read that in like a strange
my
accent.
flow was really. Are you like expecting them to like read it themselves?
Well, if you want to understand the.
The camera is like on that dot. You see at the top?
Yeah.
They can search up the poem. Just
Yeah, that's a good point.
read the title.
Google Homo suburbiensis. That's the title. I hope you can read that. But you can also read the poem here. I would recommend reading it because this next part's not going to make sense if you do it.
Okay.
So what did you think of the poem, Ali?
I don't know what I just read.
You don't know what you just read?
The flow of me like saying it was all wrong.
No, you did.
Like,
You did fail the flow. That's
I
true.
flowed it wrong, so then like I didn't understand the sentences because I read it wrong. Wait,
Well-
pass it again. I need to reread this. Okay. One constant in a world of
Don't read it out
variables.
loud. Just read it in your head. Everyone, take 5 minutes to
No,
reflect.
no. You keep talking. You talk about this poem.
No, because you need to hear what I'm going to say about the poem.
Go on. What about this
No,
poem?
read the poem first. Everyone, take a 5-minute drink break.
You need to do something filler, bro. I'm not just gonna sit here and everyone's gonna be in silence. What if people aren't like looking at the screen right now and they just have the audio on? You can't just wave your hands at the camera.
We would have been finished if you just read the poem. All right, fine. To our audience, then. Think about this question. What is your favorite shape? Please put your answers in the comments.
Can you? What are we, a YouTube Kids channel?
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to Ali's, what's it called, Ali?
Life in progress.
Ali's Life in Progress.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in this.
Have you finished reading it?
I'm skimming through it like multiple times.
It's like 10 words, man. Just
I
read the
think I
poem.
have something wrong with my brain.
I would agree.
I think I've like, I think I've got dyslexia over the past like 3 seconds.
It's the autism. So audience, I hope you found your favorite shapes. Don't forget to send them in. You can win a prize in the next giveaway if your answer is good.
No, I don't get it.
You don't get it.
I don't get it at all.
Well, what do you think the poem's about?
I feel like there's strong metaphorical messaging in the poem.
That's interesting because there's actually no metaphor at all.
Oh, sorry, figurative, not literal.
So what the poem is, right? It's a celebration of Australian suburban life. What Bruce Dorr does, right? That's the poet, guys. Bruce Dorr, great Australian poet. Rest in peace. Right? He's celebrating the suburban Australian life. Right? And kind of like the quintessential beauty that it is.
Like burning rubbish.
No, but it's things that are in suburban life, right? There's a man in his house. He goes down to his patch of vegetables that he's growing, right? Then there's this classic, like picturesque imagery of the back fence. It's got the tomato vines. It's got the pumpkin
Wasn't it a
flourish.
farmer? I just assumed things that went there.
No, Homo suburbiensis is like it's the suburban man in Latin.
Pass? I need to read this again.
All right, guys, take another 5-minute drinks break.
No. I just assumed the man is like if a man is in this patch of vegetables, I assume that man would be a farmer.
Why would it not say vegetable field? Patch of vegetables, like a little veggie garden you have.
No, maybe he does a lot of things in his farm.
Shout out Callum Ferguson, another man with a vegetable garden.
Indeed, he does have one. I hope it's going well.
So
actually, Callum would definitely watch this. So like, because he watched the 0th episode and put a comment.
Shout
so
out
like,
Callum
Callum, can you like write down in the comments how your vegetable patch is going?
Yeah. And what's your favorite shape?
Don't. Okay, you can write down your favorite shape as well.
Ollie, you made it go red again.
I made it go red again.
With your voice. It's a powerful voice.
Do you think I have a powerful voice?
I think you like to speak loudly.
I'm glad they all heard your water bottle dragging across the table.
Atlee water bottle, thanks, guys.
That's great. Thank you for sharing.
So what do you think about the poem?
I don't think there is much to think about the poem.
Really? This is I think, Bruce Dawes' best poem. We can discuss some of the other ones later, of course. Homecoming, probably not a good one. Oh, what's this one about? Nah, that's about the Vietnam War. You're not a fan of that, are you?
What do you mean I'm not a fan of that?
So you supported the Vietnam War? You wanted Australians to die in Vietnam?
Whoa. I said, no, this is in regards to the fact that the poem was about the Vietnam War. That doesn't mean I'm not going to be a fan of the poem.
Well, yeah. So this is, so what kind of, does this poem evoke any thoughts in you?
Not really.
Okay. But it celebrates Australian suburban life. It celebrates little quaint things that happen in our lives that make it so special.
I don't like growing vegetables personally, so I don't resonate with the poem too much.
Do you feel time, pain, love, hate, age, war, death, laughter, fever?
I feel some of those things.
What of those don't you feel?
Death, war.
But don't you feel like death around you?
Not really.
Okay, interesting.
I did for a little bit of time.
Yeah, well, the point is the poem's a celebration of like Australian suburban life. Right, it's a celebration of the quintessential.
But what is
things there.
what is specifically Australian about the poem?
It's written by an Australian author. But like, it's not like you can apply this to kind of any kind of life, right? Like any kind of suburban lifestyle. But the author's Australian. He grew up in suburban Australia, so it's his love ode to suburban Australian life.
Mm-hmm. Was this... So this guy really liked his vegetables in his vegetable patch.
I feel like you're trying to set something up here, right? It's not about the vegetables.
I'm not
right?
trying to set anything up here.
You're getting caught.
I don't live in the same way that this guy lives, so I don't resonate with the poem.
You live in
too
suburban
much.
Australia.
Yes, I literally live in suburban Australia, but I don't do the things that the guy does or like experience the suburban life the way that he does.
Okay. Do you take out rubbish?
I do take out rubbish, but there's no enjoyment in that.
But it's not about that, right? It's about celebrating like Australian suburban life.
Everyone takes out the rubbish.
That's the point,
that's
right?
Not...
He's saying things that you can just universally identify to Australian.
Then how is it
suburban
Australian?
Life. Because but it doesn't have to be Australian. It's just a celebration of suburban
Well,
life
you
in
said
general.
it's Australian suburban life. It's not Australian.
Because he's an
suburban
Australian
life.
author. These are things that you would see in Australia.
Do you not see these things in other parts of the world?
Well, okay, a compost box. You don't usually have compost in other countries.
Really?
Well, they're not all the same, are they?
What do you mean they're not all the same?
Not all countries are like Australia.
Yeah, I know that part.
Okay, you've spent time in Pakistan. Is Pakistan suburban life similar to Australian suburban life?
There's not much suburban life.
Exactly, right? So it's not relevant to all places.
Maybe there is. I haven't gone there that many times, so...
But like the point is, it's a different experience around the world. An Australian suburban life. Like, how many other countries do you know have like this kind of suburban lifestyle?
The English probably do very similar things to things there.
Do the English really have big suburbs?
Maybe, yeah.
So you don't know that.
I don't know anything about anything.
Exactly. So when I tell you this is about Australian suburban life, why are you questioning me?
Because I don't think you know anything about anything either.
What do you mean? I know about Australia. I lived in a suburb. I still live in a suburb.
I still live in a suburb.
And? It's a celebration of that lifestyle.
Thank you.
Think about like, do you like things in your life?
Do I like things in my life? Yeah, I like things in my life.
Or like the little things you do in your life that bring you joy.
What are the little things in my life that bring me joy?
We spoke about this once, right? You'd be happy with like a fairly simple lifestyle, Right? Like a house, a family, somewhere where you can just be happy, right?
Well, those aren't simple things, but yeah.
Well, they're not like extravagant things. Like you don't want to own like 4 boats or a mansion or something.
No.
Like they'd be nice to own, but they're not things that like are driving goals for you.
No, I don't even want to own them.
Yeah, well, you're kind of an extreme version, right?
What do you mean I'm an extreme version?
You're just celebrating the ordinary things in your life. Like things that people take for granted.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Well, I don't know how much more I can explain to this poem. I really thought you'd resonate more with it.
Sorry. I didn't mean to offend you through this experience.
Well, we can go through another poem. What's your opinion on the Vietnam War?
I haven't read much into the Vietnam War. I know that the pullout from America was very bad. Yeah. And they left people like... I think someone got swung mid-air from the helicopter, which was very wild.
This is completely not what this is about, Ali. The gift of the gods? That's a good quote. I'm not going to say that. Get you off topic. Well, so there are some other poems in here, right? There's Ender So Much Without Us Knocking. A Victorian hangman tells his love. On the Death of Ronald Ryan. Or Life Cycle.
I don't know anything about this poem, so you can choose
a couple are about
me.
death. Actually, there's death involved in all of them. So Ender So Much Without Us Knocking is about like consumerism and the life cycle.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next one? A Victorian hangman tells his love, and On the Death of Ronald Ryan are about the death of Ronald Ryan, the last man hanged in Australia.
I think I'll start crying at the death of Ronald Ryan.
He's already dead.
I love Ryan too much.
This is Ronald Ryan.
But it says Ryan, and I don't want to imagine.
Shout out Ryan.
Shout out Ryan. Big shout out to Ryan.
No, medium shout out.
Oh, it's a big shout out for me.
He dies.
No.
And
Ryan doesn't die.
Life cycle is a interesting comparison of life in the terms of
Alright,
AFL.
I'll let you have one poem. One more poem.
Well, which one do you want?
I don't know.
Well, what topic interests you the most out of those topics?
What are the topics again? Death, Vietnam War, and what?
No, this isn't Vietnam War. So the last man hanged in Australia, consumerism, and death, or it's like it's kind of like a religious AFL life cycle kind of one.
Give me the religious AFL life cycle one.
Well, this poem's called Life Cycle. I think I should read this, considering how badly you read the last one.
Well, the last one I just didn't understand what was going on. Can I skim through it and then
You're not going to understand this one either.
Let me skim through it and then I'll see if I want to read it.
Guys, think of another favourite shape.
Can I give it a go, and if you don't like the way that I'm reading it, you can just take it off me?
Sure.
Life cycle for Big Jim Fallon.
Wait, restart.
Life cycle for Big Jim Fallon. When children are born in Victoria, they are wrapped in the club colours, laid in beribboned cots, having already begun a lifetime's barracking. Can't, they cry, can't, feebly at first, while parents playfully tussle with them for possession of a rusk. Ah, here's a little tiger, and they are hoisted shoulder high at their first league game. They are like innocent monsters who have been years swimming towards the daylight's roaring empyrean. Until now, hearts shrapnelled with rapture. They break surface and are forever lost. their minds rippling out like streamers. In the pure flood of sound, they are scarfed with light. A voice, like the voice of God, booms from the stands. Ooh, you bludger, and the covenant is sealed. Am I reading it good so far?
That's okay.
Hot pies and potato crisps they will eat. They will forswear the demons, cling to the saints, and behold their team going up the ladder into heaven. And the tides of life will be the tides of the home team's fortunes. The reckless proposal after the 1-point win, the wedding and the honeymoon after the grand final. They will not grow old as those from the more northern states grow old. For them, it will always be three-quarter time, with the scores level and the wind advantage in the final term. That passion persisting like a race memory through the welter of seasons, enabling old-timers by boundary fences of dream of resurgent lions, and centaur figures from the past to replenish continually the present.
There's more on the next page.
Apologies. So that mythology may be perpetually renewed, and chicken smallhorn return like the maize god in 1,000 shapes. The dance is changing, but the dance forever the same, the elderly still loyally crying, Khan, Khan, if feebly, onto the very end. Having seen in the 6-foot recruit from Eagle Hawk their hope of salvation. What'd you think of the reading of it?
It was better. Guys, that is a life cycle by Bruce Dorr. It's a great poem.
Okay.
What were your...
So this sounds like a typical like AFL watching experience.
Can I have the book back? Thanks.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take your book.
No, that's okay.
Permanently. So like, you know what? I actually, this poem I resonate with more.
Yeah.
Because I've been to a few like, it's not even necessarily AFL related. I've been to like cricket games and like soccer games and like AFL games as well. And I resonate with that, A nice meat pie at a game. Did I have a pie in England? They're really good, man. They only hit in the stadiums, man.
But yeah, so what did you think of the poem?
I think the poem's about like the vibe of a stadium in an AFL game.
See, that's interesting because you're actually wrong, right? So Bruce Dorr, quite a strong Catholic, right? Catholicism, obviously one of the Abrahamic religions.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
What he's doing is he's portraying AFL as a religion in Victoria, right? That's what he's kind of describing here. And there are different ways to kind of view this, right?
Literally, sure, yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah, but I don't think like it's actually saying that AFL clubs are like religions.
That's exactly what it's saying.
I think like their mannerisms are like that, but like I don't think
that's what he's saying. He's saying like the way AFL is treating a religion. I think it's two things, right? One, you could interpret it as like a criticism that like people are too devoted to it. But I think of it's more of a celebration. Right? It's a celebration of Australian culture and things that make Australia Australia. You obviously look right. Like, there's a lot of religious imagery in the poem, right? The 6-foot recruit from Eagle Hawk is the hope of salvation. Do you
think he's intending it as a criticism? Because I don't read it like that at all.
So that's what I got told when I first studied this poem. I don't think so. I think it's a celebration.
Because I don't think he's trying to critique like the like support of teams to be like a religious like. I think he's saying that there's a lot of power in it. Right? I think he's just like saying that there's like a lot of power and a lot of connection to these things.
You can take it as like this is just a story. Like he's celebrating AFL because he's portraying it like a religion, like it's how much it matters to people. Mm-hmm. Or you can take it as like a satire. Like look at these idiots following like a sport team, like it's.
But yet again, this depends on how like religious the author is, right?
He's strongly religious.
I think then he's like probably like mocking the fact that they.
But like he also loves Australian life. Like he's such a fan of it. Like that. Obviously, the previous poem was all about Australian suburban life.
I don't know the context of this guy, so I wouldn't be able to tell. But the way I read it is similar to yours, where it's like a celebration and like a...
Yeah. But so what did you think about it? How does it make you feel?
How does it make me feel?
Yeah.
It doesn't give me any strong emotions, but there's like light emotions to like recalling times where I've been in a stadium and like supporting a team. And like, I haven't been, I think compared to you, I don't think I'm like strongly connected as a team. To a team.
Definitely not near the same.
But like, I've like had hints of it for like Liverpool in England. And when I watched like the Liverpool versus Manchester United game back in like 2018, that game, like seeing like the players there, you know, it's a really interesting experience when you go, like when you're watching an international game especially, and you see these players on TV, you watch the highlights and everything, you sort of forget that they're like regular people that play the sport. You sort of see them as
Well, they always take on this cult, like godlike figure, right? Which is what this poem alludes to a lot.
Sort of.
Like
I wouldn't describe it as like...
Chicken Smallhorn, obviously, returning as the maize god.
Sort of, yeah. I sort of see where that's coming from. But yeah, like, I felt that it was weird seeing, like, Mo Salah, David De Gea, Alisson Becker, like, all on the same game, right? It feels weird just, like, seeing them, like, you can, like, they're physically there in front of you. When, like, for your whole life, you've just, like, seen them on TV, right?
Yeah, because they take on, like, a cult status.
I don't know if it's a cult status.
I just don't think you're invested enough.
I think that's just like a... I don't know. I think maybe I've got a different view of cults than you then.
Well, no, like cult status isn't like doesn't mean like you're a leader of a cult. It's more of like a... Just like people... Like they take on like a personality, which they represent as like a sporting individual, right?
Yeah.
But they're not actually that person. They're another human being.
Sure, yeah.
That's what I'm kind of talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Because to me, like, a cult sort of vibe would be, like, where people, like, completely, like, lose control of their, like, sort of, like, rational thinking, and they're just, like...
Oh, you definitely get fans like that.
Probably. Maybe I'm just not that far into it, that's why.
You're definitely not that far into it,
yeah, but that was a good... I like that poem.
You liked that poem?
That was good. That was good. Thank you for sharing, Anton.
I'm glad you liked it. I thought it was... It's one of my favourite poems.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I offended you during the last poem.
That's okay.
Did I offend you during the last poem?
Not really. I was just disappointed you didn't like the poem. I thought it was
I just didn't, like, connect to it.
Should we do another poem?
No, I think we're all good on the poem front.
That's a good poem. That's a long poem, actually.
Did you want to hear my piece of media?
Sure.
You can say no. I don't think you should.
The podcast.
I don't think you should, but you can say no. So, I was reading a book.
What's the book?
And the book was The Healing Hippo of Hinode Park. It was mentioned in the previous episode.
The Watchmaker of Filigree Street?
No.
Do you like gay novels?
I haven't read gay novels before.
You should read The Watchmaker of Filigree Street.
I'll consider it, yeah.
I think you'd like it. It's very quaint, very British. It's kind of like the poem I showed you. But not really at all, actually. No, I think it's interesting. I think
wait, so like it has words like the poem you showed me, but it's got nothing to do with it.
Well, I was kind of like it is kind of like there's very like a normal British life involved in it.
Okay.
And okay, once you read the second book, the second one of the series, when the gay stuff happens, it's not like graphic or anything, but there's a gay couple.
Okay.
I think you'd really like it though.
Sure.
It's really interesting.
I might give it a read after. But yeah, anyways, The Healing Hippo of Hinode Park. This was mentioned in the last episode.
I haven't seen the last episode. My
story from the last episode was from this book as well. A few chapters after that story. There was like a small, like, paragraph of the book.
I just need to take a deep breath.
There was a small paragraph in the book that like I sort of just related to a lot, and like I really enjoyed it.
Please.
Did you want me to read it, or did you want to read it?
I can read it.
Okay, you can read it. It's the part that's been bracketed in yellow. I can give some context and explain what's going on in the book by this point.
This is really interesting, because I think this thing, it reflects the same thing my poem does. The first one.
I just didn't resonate with it that much. Like, I understand and appreciate that's what the poem was trying to do, but for me as an individual, like when I look at poems and I look at like pieces of media, most of it is just about my individual like connection towards that poem or that.
Because the guy grows vegetables, you don't grow vegetables.
You don't need to put it like that.
That's what you said. That's why you said
sort
you didn't
of.
like it.
That's part of it. But like just the general feel of the poem.
Yeah, but I think like
the way it's written and everything,
poem,
the way that it's expressed.
The point of this right? It's all about celebrating the little things in life, right?
Yeah, yeah. But like I think that the way things are expressed is really important. Like if someone wrote a sentence saying, "We experience life. We experience life by going to the grocery store." Full stop. I'm not gonna connect to that much because it doesn't have like emotive language or like things there that like really allow me to connect. I think language of this stuff is, and even if like I just didn't connect to the way that was expressed, it wasn't a matter of like whether I grow vegetables or not. I just didn't connect to it.
Okay.
It's more of just an emotional.
We all have our flaws. No, but I agree with the message of this. I think it's all about celebrate, right? It's about the little things.
Did you want to read it out loud, or did you want to just leave it at that and just leave it up to me straight what this was?
Oh, you can read it out loud, yeah. I forgot about that.
All right, so in this book there's a character that she's one of the people that people come across like every single chapter, and the way this book is formed is like every chapter there's a different story, and all these characters bump into this lady that I think this is the lady that runs the cleaning, like dry cleaning place.
You should read A Gentleman in Moscow. I think you'd really like it.
You bought me that book, so I'll get to that soon.
If you really cared about
I love
it,
how you got so much like conversation topics the moment I have something to present. When
I presented all these poems.
When I'm trying to ask you questions, you're like, you're just sitting there. You just got nothing to say.
I didn't have anything to say. I just didn't have anything to say.
Okay, that's all good.
Well, these poems dedicated to someone who died in Auschwitz.
That's wonderful. Can I read? Read my thing?
Yeah, go for it.
When you work in the same place for so long, something more than money exchanges hands, she said. It's the joy of meeting people and talking to them. At some point, it becomes more than just money. As the number of familiar faces grows, and they tell you how grateful they are that the shop is always open, or how reassuring it is to know I'm here. That's what kept me going all these years. I felt like I had to keep going, like I had to challenge myself to see how long I could keep it. So this is about someone that's like considering shutting down a business, and it like sort of like expresses like how much like work, and I think this sort of relates to general work life in general, about how you can technically do a job and just get paid for that job, but if you have like proper meaning and interest in what you do, it shows like there's just way more that's exchanged than just money when it comes to it. There's like connection to that job, enjoyment in what you do, and those are like really important.
I think it's the little things in life that make a big difference.
Yeah, and that is the commonality in between most of what's been read today.
No, life cycle's not about that.
Yeah, that's why I said most, because I
66%.
record. That's most.
I wouldn't say that's most. But
what
anyway.
is most? Most is just...
I'd say above 80.
Okay, that's great.
But no, thank you. That was beautiful.
In a majority of things that we've read out. Is that better?
Yeah, that's
okay, that's better. Amazing.
I think what's interesting, though, is for you, right, that the piece of literature, it's more about, like, for you, it kind of like you resonate with that one more because it's what happens in the moment, right? Like it's kind of like it's explaining why those moments matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas this one is just kind of celebrating those moments as they are, and I think I like that more. Like for things to matter, right? You've got to be able to connect to them on like a deep level. You've got to understand why they're important, I think. And what that section does is it describes why those little things are important.
There's probably
in that instance.
I think if I was like, also a lot of the time when I read things alone and when I'm by myself to digest things a lot more, it takes me a long time to digest anything that I read. It takes me a long time to read anything pretty much, because like I always want to digest it like a lot.
Yeah.
Which is also the reason why earlier when I told you, like sometimes when I finish reading a book, I don't read anything else for a few days, just to like let the message settle in. In fact, like for this book, because the chapters are like segregated into like different parts, each character has a different lesson in each chapter. I force myself to stop at the end of the chapter and just sort of understand what happened in that chapter for like a day, at least one day.
Interesting.
Just because I like it, sort of like.
Yeah. I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying that like the way we kind of like interpret those things is different. Like you want to know why the little moments matter. I like being in them, which is why I like this poem a bit more.
Sure, yeah. I like the active process of understanding, like what the mechanics of the circumstances are, rather than just circumstances being. But like I do also appreciate that sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not saying you don't.
Just in that specific example, it just didn't hit.
No, I know. It's not a criticism. It's more just a different way we interpret things, are we?
But yeah,
we are different people.
That was my video.
Thank you.
Yeah, did you enjoy that?
I did enjoy that video. Yeah.
There's also another book that I've been reading recently. Oh wait, do you have a quote ready? Do you have your quotes part ready? Because I have like a quote from my book, like a one-liner sort of quote from my book.
I was told like I couldn't bring many quotes.
Yeah, but like you haven't said any quotes so far.
Well, I got told the poem was the quote.
No. Doesn't have to be.
Okay, well then let me.
You can bring quotes.
Okay, I did have a quote in mind from Skyrim.
From Skyrim.
I really like the quote. I don't know why.
I haven't played Skyrim.
Neither have I. I saw this quote. So.
I'm gonna have to note down this time, because I think I might have to do a little jump cut in between you finding the quote. Well, actually, I can read mine while you.
Yeah.
So it's in the same book, as referenced before, and in this chapter, the main character has weak eyesight, and the chapter really explores like sight in both like a literal and metaphorical way. And at the end of the chapter, like when they were closing off the character's story, the last sentence was just really powerful to me. It said, "The truth was, the closer I got to the world, the softer and more beautiful it became."
Sorry, repeat that quote.
"The truth was, the closer I got to this world, the softer and more beautiful it became."
Okay.
I liked the energy that it brought forward. And it was like about like how the character, like as they're losing vision, they sort of later on in the book understand like the blurriness of the vision as things becoming softer to them. In both a literal sense and like in a figurative sense, in the way that like their like relationship with like certain characters became softer when they were like more in touch with them, and like it just linked everything together really well, and I like that quote.
I do like that quote.
That's my quote.
Do you want to hear the quote I liked from Skyrim?
Go ahead, man.
What is better, to be born good or to overcome your evil nature through great effort?
I like that. I actually really like that. I like that. Damn. What is better, to be born good or overcome your evil through
Evil nature through great effort.
Great effort. I like that.
So
Do you think some people are like born good and evil?
I think people have inherent traits, yeah.
Do you think you were born good or evil?
I think I was born good.
Yeah?
Because I think I like doing things that are nice for people. Like, I don't like to be mean to people.
Do you think James was born good or evil?
James. I think James is born good. I think there's very few people. I think, like, right, the quote kind of says it, right? If you're born evil, it's very hard to overcome that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, if you're kind of like, your nature is evil, you have to put in a lot of time and effort. And I think most people, especially in like my stage of life, they wouldn't have done that fully.
Fair enough. Yeah. I like that. Thank you for sharing. Now,
Yeah.
we're not at the end yet, actually. We're going to be going a bit over time. Because we've had so much to talk about so far. James has come up with some hypotheticals for us to talk about.
Oh, man.
So would you like to start with the serious one, or would you start with the playful one?
I feel like I'm in a serious mood.
Okay. Would you rather go back in time 10 years ago, so you would return to the age you were, except with all your present day knowledge? So you have all your memories of interactions with family and friends, future events, etc., but it's all erased since you've gone back in time. Like, you still remember it, but the experiences haven't happened because you've gone back in time, right? And you have to experience, so you pretty much have a do-over of everything 10 years ago. Or have time freeze for 20 years. You can assume that you've still got to eat and sleep and everything, but you won't run out of supplies. You can interact with the world in ways like reading books or doing time-stoppy things, but obviously no internet. Just you alone for all that time. If it helps, you can also assume that when time resumes, your memory and cognition won't have deteriorated. Like, it's not like you've forgotten everything because it happened 20 years ago.
Well, you have to go back in time. You go insane being by yourself for 20 years. I wouldn't want to go back in time either. I'd rather stay the way I am as opposed to either of those options.
Both of them are, I presume both of them are bad, because like I think both of them are really bad.
Well, I kind of like going back 10 years and having to like live through my life again. I don't think I'd enjoy.
But that's
that
like messed up, no? Like
yeah. Well, like I know what happened.
no, but then
with
like
things,
for example, like all your connections now. For example, like our connection here, you would go back in time and it'll be chess club, and you'll see me and you'll be like,
yeah, but like
we haven't experienced any of this yet. Or like if you see James,
the exact same way with everything I do.
Yeah, for it to end up like this.
And that would be unbearable.
And you would sort of like mess it up, even like with like family and stuff, like context like over time. It'll be weird if you just jump forward and like have like extra context.
But I think also like it just wouldn't work. Like I couldn't imagine doing that. Like obviously like there are things I'd do differently in my past, right? But there are things that I've like that they make me into the person I am today. Like it's just not like you can't possibly do that option.
But at the same time, if you go back, there would also be like things that would be easier as well, right?
Yeah, but like I just don't think it would work. Like,
I mean, compared to the other option, the 20 years of just
I think I'd have to take the 20 years.
20 years.
Well, but like I wouldn't. I don't think I could mentally go back. Like, because if I wanted to end up in the same place I am now, I'd have to make the same mistakes. I'd have to go through everything the same. It just like.
Would you be opposed to having a different future then? If you went back?
I mean, there are certainly things I'd do differently, but I like where my life is at the moment.
But what if your life could get better?
So what if it would get worse?
But that's a risk you take in any sort of circumstance, right?
But I think the risk for me there would be like the like self-guilt I'd feel if I made my life worse.
So you'd rather take the 20 years of everything stopping around you?
I think so, yeah. I think I have to.
20 years. What would you do in the 20 years then?
I mean, I'd go insane, right? Like,
so you'd rather like go insane than go back 10 years and then have to like go through things?
I think it'd be better for my mental health to go insane than
Really?
I mean, the counterpoint is that I end up like super depressed, right? I think it's better to be insane than depressed.
I don't think I would get necessarily depressed if I went back 10 years.
I think I would. Because I'd be too... I think I'd get so panicked about doing the wrong thing or the right thing. I'd end up cutting myself off from people.
I sort of don't... I don't think I'll do... I don't think I'll get that emotion for this specifically.
But like, so go back 10 years, right? I would have been 12. What's that? Year 7? Year 8?
Yeah, like year 8.
So who was I really good friends with? So year 8, right? I was really good friends with Ryan Whitford. Second shout out to Ryan.
Big shout out to Ryan today.
Right,
imagine Ryan never watches this.
But like we were really good friends. Like for year 8, I always sat next together in English, right? But then like, we did drama together to like year 10, so we're still good friends then. Then like year 11 and 12 and started uni, I didn't see Ryan like very much, right? Told me, I hope this is right, Ryan. You know, leave a message in the comments below.
Imagine he's like, it's something like, I wasn't friends with him in year 7. What is he talking about?
But then like we'd be like I'd be so like, how would I interact with him? Like I know that we're good friends now. Hopefully that's true, right?
For context, he still says this about me. He still says, hopefully this is true when it comes to me as well.
He's a shifty guy.
Yeah. I continue.
Right, so like how would I interact with him? Like I don't remember how I reacted with him when I was in year 8.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and obviously can't interact with the way he is now. Like think about it like this, right? In effect, I'm a 22-year-old hanging out with 12-year-olds.
Yeah, that's the part that also got me a little bit messed up. Because I was like, I'll have like, even like social stuff. My language would be a lot more developed. My like, the amount of media that I've consumed and stuff like that will be a lot different. Like my knowledge of like things going on around me at that period of time would be really different. Like, because I wouldn't weigh things to the severity that I weighed them back then, I also might not take things as serious, which might lead to them not resulting in as good of, like, the HSC might not result as well, just because I'll be just like, oh, I don't actually have to study. Things like that. Because you feel like you have the knowledge even if you don't.
Yeah,
you might, like, take things way too relaxed, I think.
You know, it's things like when I started doing maths, right? HL Maths in IB. Mr. Goulas was in my class, right? And we were good friends. And then, like, he obviously went and did HSC, right? And we drifted apart for a couple of years because I didn't see him that much, right? But, like, 22-year-old me doesn't want to spend 3 years away. Like, that would suck.
Yeah.
So it's...
No, I think the part that would suck the most is, like, friends that you would have now. Like...
I think your whole friend group is 12-year-olds.
No, but like the feeling of like, I think even more like the feeling of seeing your friends as like blank slates without the context of all of those years. That feeling would
That's
just
why
like...
you have to take the 20 years.
But the 20 years were like...
Yeah, but I think either way I'd end up killing myself. Like realistically, that's where this is going, right?
Really?
I just can't imagine going back 10 years and having all my memories.
I think I'm likely to kill myself if I'm doing the 20 years thing.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Because I'm really social. So I think I'll just die.
I think an introvert would struggle.
Yeah.
I think anyone would struggle.
And you know how to use the internet?
That doesn't make sense, right?
Let's say you could use the internet. What about if it was 10 years? They're both balanced to 10 years. Like, how much, like... Wait, actually, you've already chosen the 20 years. How far back would you go to balance it out? Like, you know, it's 20 years...
One day. And I could choose not to do this podcast. Okay, next hypothetical.
Alright, next hypothetical. Alright.
A is for Asia.
Okay, so... This is scenario A. So there's 2 scenarios to choose from. You get a phone call one day from Jack Nicholson, who's currently on set for the movie The Shining. He explains that he's a bit concerned about his ability to effectively play the role of an overworked psychotic person. So naturally, you, Anton, would be the best choice.
Is this targeted specifically to me?
Your name has been written in here. He's still happy to try out the role, but he wants you to read out all the lines and prepared to be an extra just in case he feels the need to put out last minute. He unfortunately informs you that this would be unpaid because the budget doesn't accommodate for last minute actor changes. But to reward your efforts, he pledges to bring you around for all the press conferences and media engagement activities. You get to participate in all the interviews and media releases, etc., which would absolutely be massive if you ever wanted to pursue a career in film or acting one day. Not that you would ever want to become an actor, but it would be nice to have the option, is what he put in brackets.
Yeah.
However, you can't help but feel a bit off about the whole situation, because the movie The Shining, of course, came out 45 years ago, and there would be no reason for him to be filming it now. So you would suspect he has some more sinister motives, but you can't put your finger on what they are. That's scenario A. Do you get all that?
Sure.
Scenario B is everything from scenario A happens to you, but also at an indeterminate time in the near future, you will be crushed by a 3-ton boulder.
Okay, let's move on.
You know what? The effort that went in scenario A was so good. That was such a good scenario A. I don't know why he wasted all of that effort if he was just going to put scenario B in.
Okay, James, I hope you're seeing this. We're moving on. Next question.
Okay, those are the hypotheticals. Those are the 2 hypotheticals that I asked from him. Because I was worried we were going to go far too over time if we went through way more hypotheticals.
James, I hope you know what you've done.
You know, the other day...
I don't know the other day.
do you know the crow thing that you say all the time? Is part of the reason why you like crow because of, like, Croatia?
No.
Or is that just a throwaway pun that you just put in there just cause?
I think Nicola said that. Shout out Nicola Basic.
Thanks, man.
I feel like I'm missing... Who haven't I shouted out? You know what?
Connor Dwyer.
Shout out Connor Dwyer.
Who else haven't you shouted out?
My favourite man in the
Daniel
wedding dress.
Borg? Have you shouted out Daniel Borg?
Borg's not going to watch this.
Yeah, he won't. It's been too long. You would have tuned out. Yeah. I think that's the last question, which is one of the constant questions throughout the episode.
Oh my god. Liam Van Ravenstein. You don't get a shout out.
What are your big stresses and luxuries right now?
Stresses?
Yeah.
It's my mental health, Ali.
Your mental health
Yeah.
is your stressor right now.
Or making sure it's okay, yeah.
Like, is it not okay right now?
It's okay right now.
It's okay. That's good.
But there are just things I need to do to make sure I keep on top of it.
What do you need to do?
Eat well, sleep well, exercise regularly. Just stuff that keeps my body working well, I think.
Okay.
Like if I get hungry, my mental health suffers. Many things suffer when I get hungry, to be fair. I've got to sleep well. Make sure I'm exercising. You know, it's just stuff to keep the body flowing well.
What is your
Because
biggest...
your physical health and your mental health are very correlated.
That's true.
It is true. That's why I said it.
What is your biggest luxury currently?
My friends and family. It's kind of like a luxury, but it's also like a necessity, so I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, so those were the last 2 questions. How'd you feel about the podcast?
I've had a lot of fun. I hope you've had fun.
Did you have fun?
I did.
I was really worried. You know, speaking of biggest stresses, this was one of my biggest stresses, actually.
That doesn't surprise me.
It was not a luxury. It was a very big stressor.
Did you enjoy the experience?
I did enjoy the experience.
Did you get the things out of it you wanted to get out of it?
I think so. I think I'm still learning on how to do this well.
Of course, I'm the test dummy.
Well, you had to come on at some point, and you were going to be the brain blaster when it comes to, like, a person to bring on, because you don't know what the hell is going to happen when you come on.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, that's true. What was your favourite part of the podcast?
My favourite part of the podcast? I did really enjoy the poems.
I'm glad.
As much as I slammed them down, I enjoyed that segment. Yeah. I am very excited, though, for the trio, the James, Me and You podcast that will come up in the future.
That would be a good
Did you
podcast.
have any suggestions for the podcast?
Going
Do you have any
forward?
feedback of, like, how the podcast went?
Is this going to go in the
I should do?
episode?
Sure.
I think we need
why shouldn't
more
it?
viewers. Like and subscribe. Guys.
No, but, like, what do you think you want to see more of? And, like, if anyone listens to this part or gets up to you with some
I think you should structure it a bit more.
structure it more.
Yeah,
Because I'm trying to balance it. I don't know, like, whether it's, like, worthwhile to structure it so much or whether it should be, like, free-flowing. I think as well, like, as the podcast goes on, as, like, they would say, like...
I think we got into the flow a lot better. So.
It gets better as you go on, right? At the beginning, it's a bit hard.
I think, like, I wasn't a fan, like, the generic questions. Like, what did you think about uni and stuff like that? Like, yeah, you know, like... You're kind of trying to, like, unlock something deeper here. I like the poems or, like, the media section. That was really good. I really enjoyed that.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot. I forgot. I completely forgot.
What did you forget?
You know what? Fine, we'll do it now. Everyone, there is a mystery box that I brought in. That got posted in the mail a few weeks ago when this podcast was meant to be recorded. But this podcast was delayed and delayed and delayed. But this package stayed on my table for ages. And this has... So, this is my gift to you. But it also has one copy for me, so we can experience this together.
Okay.
Do you have any guesses of what's in here?
I really don't want to know.
You don't want to know? I have brought a pair of scissors as well for you to be able to open this.
I don't know if I like where this is going, Ali. This worries me. I'm concerned.
That was sitting there menacingly at the corner of our eye for the whole podcast.
I don't like how you told me you had to do a bunch of arts and craft.
No, that got cancelled as well. I think it was going to be... What I was going to do was I was going to bring in a tier list sort of sheet. And then we're going to rank for, like, the F1... That was one of the topics that I was
considering. Oh my god, we need to book
F1
F1 accommodation.
We'll discuss that after the podcast.
Guys.
Because we were going to...
Sorry.
You know...
Okay, you know what? You know what's a big fear of mine? When people put a lot of effort into gifts, and I don't like the gift. So I'm always worried about that.
I didn't put much effort into this gift. I saw it on, like...
I think
basically,
I like the gift.
I saw it somewhere, and then I was like, yeah, this
Based
is
off the
perfect.
last gift you gave me, I've got a lot of faith in you.
Okay. Okay. I'm not going to give any... The podcast was actually going to give a lot of context to this gift, but the topic didn't even come up because we've actually, like, gone heavily over time. This is an hour and a half, by the way. We've been on for an hour and a half. Around.
Almost.
So, here we go.
Thanks, Ali.
By the way, those scissors are the same scissors I used all the way back from year 4. There is lots of history in those scissors.
You know, actually, this reminds me. I've thought of a really good gift for your birthday I'm going to give you.
Okay.
I'm very happy with it. I don't think anyone else would get the gift, though. Like, I'm not going to give it to anyone else. Just don't like that idea.
Do you have any thoughts of what the gift may be? Like, any remote
I
sort of
don't want
idea?
to. I don't want to think about it.
Why?
I just want to open it.
Why?
I just want to get it over with.
Why? What's wrong?
I just don't like the stress.
I don't know how it turned out either. I ordered it and I don't know how it is, so... Did they only give one? Or did they give 2?
I think there's 2.
Okay. It's perfect. It actually turned out perfect.
Oh, there's two of them.
Yeah, so there's one for me and one for you because we can experience this together and it can be within both of our homes. So everyone, what do we have here? Who is this guy? Who is this guy, Anton?
Who is this guy, Arlie?
Who is he? Who's this little fashionable man? So this is Marcus, everyone. This is someone that reminds me of Anton quite a bit. If you don't know who this is, please go onto Reels and search up Marcus VR chat. And you will find out who this is. And a lot of this man's mannerisms are very similar to him. And I love it. I think there's meant to be a quote for each month or sort of like an iconic Marcus sort of thing. So what do we have inside? On our first page, he's got his pressure washer quote. We just have quotes all over, and we can all use this. Oh my god, rigatoni pasta. Which one's your favorite out of them?
Rigatoni pasta.
The New Orleans is pretty good.
New Orleans is good, yeah.
But yeah,
I liked I'm Here to Make Amends. That's good. Wait, I'm confused. How is this going to come up in the podcast?
We were actually... So one of the segments were actually meant to be... I was going to prepare and bring some
Oh my god, I prepared something for this podcast. So, that reminds me. So...
Wait, can I just finish this first?
Fine. Kill my momentum.
You've killed my momentum 50 times during this podcast. So what the segment was meant to be, we were meant to have we were meant to bring the iconic Marcus reel that we know and love. Remember that reel?
What
would you do if... Yeah.
What if you wanted to go to heaven, but God said,
hello.
You know what? Let's show the audience.
Well, it was meant to be prepared, and actually, I'll have the reel going on the side, and I'll actually I'll edit it in.
I'm gonna play the sound into this one.
That's great.
You know, this is one of the.
And we were meant to put some iconic Marcus reels, and I was gonna get you to pull some iconic Marcus poses in front of the camera.
but God said,
here we go, people.
what if you wanted to go to heaven, but God said,
hello.
Such a great reel. Oh, I love this reel. Do you remember this one?
Yeah, I saw that. I don't think I'm going to be able to put that up in my house.
Well, you can probably leave the calendar
Yeah. The calendar can go on my desk. It can join the two vanity items currently on my desk. Shout out to James Goulas.
Yeah, I don't think
Photo
this can
one.
probably go in my room.
Oh yeah,
either.
shout out Connor Dwyer for giving me the number one vanity item.
But yes,
Ruining the vibe.
Are you happy with your gift?
I am very happy. This was not what I was expecting.
Yes, but yeah, this podcast went through so many iterations in between, and then I did so much thinking for it that I was like, you know what? I'm done with thinking about this. We're just gonna roll in, and we just ditched all of our ideas. But yeah.
Oh yes, so I prepared something, right? What I was thinking about, right? I was going to find a character in literature that reminded me of Ali. That's Ali, guys. But I couldn't, right? So I did the next best thing, right? I thought of a character who is the complete opposite of you in every way.
You told me about this.
Yeah.
I'm so fascinated by who this character could be.
So the
Do I even know this character?
I don't think you've watched this movie, so it's not going to make sense.
Okay.
Right? It's Jordan Belfort from The Wolf of Wall Street.
Jordan Belfort
From the
is
Wolf
the
of Wall
opposite
Street.
of me.
I think so, yeah.
Wow. That's nice, actually. That's nice. I don't want to be like Jordan Belfort.
Well, just everything he does seems to be it's all hedonistic. It's all about him. He's so self-obsessed. It's all about what's best for him in the moment. And I think that's very asymmetric with you.
Do you think I can sometimes be self-obsessed?
Not in the same way, no.
Mm-hmm.
You get obsessed with like who you are. That's like your self-obsession.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But yeah.
Anyways, I think we'll mark this as the end because I think Marcus.
And on that bombshell,
I think
good
we'll
night.
end it here. I think this is a pretty good time to pause it at the ripe time of an hour and 35 minutes. So yeah, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Feel free to
like and subscribe.
I don't really say that, to be honest.
I know that's why I've got to do it. I'm promoting your podcast.
Oh, thank you, man. I don't
Drop
really
a comment about your favorite shape and your favorite character below.
I don't know. Well, hopefully
Who
this
do you
was
think won the podcast? We'll put a poll up. Make a vote.
Hopefully you enjoyed this viewing or you made it up to this point.
Have we shouted out everyone?
Everyone will eventually appear on this podcast, so I don't think
I want to
everyone
make
needs
sure. I don't think I want to make sure I didn't miss anyone on the shout outs.
Shout out to Ethan Flood.
Oh my god, Ethan, my fellow Civ fan. I need to message him actually.
And shout out to everyone that's heard of this podcast
Shout
and
out
has
to
been a part
those
of this.
who love us and leave us.
And you know, shout out to you, Anton.
Thank you.
You were one of the driving forces of this podcast. You were actually one of the strong...
Thank you for inviting me on the podcast, Ali.
No problem.
This has been one of the experiences of my
I
life.
really hope you watch back this podcast.
I'm not going to watch this podcast.
Please
again.
do.
I'm not going to watch this podcast.
Please do.
I think it ruins the magic for me.
Okay. Well, anyways, I think we'll just leave it here. And that will be
And
all.
on that bombshell.
Thank you.
Good night.
And hopefully soon there will be a second
you keep
episode.
killing my ending. And
Bye
on
bye,
that-
everyone.
Can I do the ending now?
You can do the ending.
And on that bombshell, good night.